morning. This is Maria from Maddie's Way of Life. I am a first grade teacher in California, and today is not Wednesday. Today is Thursday, October 19, and I'm trying to get this right, October 18, because yesterday I was editing a vlog and uploaded last night, and I noticed that I put October 26. I'm going to say I put October 26 instead of October, or maybe October 27 instead of October 17. The weirdest thing ever. But, you know, that just shows you how teacher tired I am this week. Today and tomorrow is parent-teacher conferences, so I'm going to go ahead and show you what I kind of do for that. This is the first time that I don't go to sleep at 3 in the morning trying to figure out things. It's the first year ever, I want to say. So I'll let you know what I do. Today is a short day, so it won't be that long. But before anything, I need to have breakfast, and we went by McDonald's. Say hi, Camila. And she's gonna watch YouTube. She's gonna watch her mom's vlog, right?
Maybe.
She said maybe. And of course, the McDonald's coffee is the best. So I'm going to go ahead and have breakfast. Okay, beautiful people. I'm laughing because I thought I was recording and I wasn't. And what I was trying to say is I just recorded a speed through me taking out everything that I need to take out from my cart. And part of it was some of the Costco pictures that needed to be posted were not posted outside. They're from my mainstream students. And I remember Parent Volunteer, when she was putting up those pictures, she asked me, what do I do with the students? Because she realized they weren't in my class. And I think I told her, oh, I want to save them to make a memory book because I'll be inserting these on their memory book as well. And so she just left them aside. So when my mainstream students came in, and then I was trying to look for their picture, I didn't see it outside. So they were supposed to be posted. Ultimately, that's what I'm trying to say, and they weren't. So when I take them out, I'll have them color like a October memory picture, and then I'll have them inserted in their memory binders. Then the other thing that I did was sort out all my lunches and snacks and food, because I will be here. I will be living here today and tomorrow because I have really late conferences. I am not the type that stays really late for conferences. Unfortunately, we do everything now through Drive, and I forgot to go in on the day and block out some of my days. Yeah, those days are kind of over, where I used to stay at 8 because that one parent needed me to stay at 8 to come in at 8, and they never showed up. So it's, and not every parent, but you know what? I said, you know, we need to accommodate for our children, and this is important. Parent-teacher conferences are important. Thank you, baby. And they need to show up, or we need to accommodate, or we can show up early, but I am not doing 8 p.m. conferences. Unfortunately, I forgot to block those days out. That's what I'm trying to say. And I have to come in, and one of the teachers, what we do here is, like, we look at the siblings, and then we start in upper grade, and they start booking, or scheduling, not booking, scheduling on Drive on our sheet as well, if there's a sibling. So like, for example, if there's a 5th grader that also has a 1st grade sibling in my class, then they will book the sibling as well around the times that they're booking it in upper grade, so that the parent doesn't have to come in like on different dates, or like has to wait for 3 hours or whatever. I know we're thinking of the parent here, but I think there's an easier way to do this. There must be an easier way to do this, but for now, I don't even want to think about it. Problem is, when I looked at it, there was someone that booked me or scheduled me at 5, and I'm like, I did not want to stay that late, and I did not want to call the teacher and say, you know what, I can't stay. I can't, and I really, so now Camila will be attending Taekwondo, but it's my fault. It's totally my fault, and I am not complaining. I'm just like upset at myself because I did not block my times out. So that's what I was trying to do. So anyway, what I did last night, I did take this home, and look through them. What these are my hanging file folders that I have by my desk where all their personal information from students are. I'm not going to show you, but every tab, and if you can print out or figure out how to print out the address labels for your kiddos, ask your secretary and see if she can help you. But what I did is I just printed an address label, and what it has is like their student ID, the birthday, the address, and the phone number, the first contact phone number. And I love having it here, so instead of me writing them or trying to like do it on my label maker or on my Dymo, I just go ahead and print out the address label for that particular student, so that way I have it here. When you open their folder, let me see if I can manage this without. I do have a pocket full of primary student information sheet stapled to the top, and right behind it, when I flip open, there's the PG permission slip for movies, just in case. I just do it at the beginning of the year, so I have information. Now, I kind of edited pocket full of primary, the bottom part, because she did not have some information that I needed to ask my parents. So what this basically has is contact information of both parent guardians, and then I did a little thing which she doesn't have, and I think it's really important. Holiday, and I have messaged her to see if she can add this, but she didn't get back to me. She's super busy, but still, like holidays and birthdays. And this is what it says: does your child celebrate his or her birthday? Yes or no? And then, are there any holidays that your child does not celebrate? And this is why yesterday when I did my vlog on decorating or doing holiday-ish decoration in my classroom, I know that they all celebrated, or they don't mind celebrating, or they don't mind me doing stuff in the classroom, because all of my parents said that they're okay participating in all of these activities. And then the other one is your child allowed to participate in holiday themed celebrations or students' birthdays? And so they either put yes or a no. And so this paper still always stays in here. Also, there's academic information, what parents believe is their forte and what they need more help in, and also other student information like hobbies and stuff like that, just basic stuff like that. And then all of their assessments that I have done, fluency, mathematics, language arts, are in here. So what I did is I took them home and made sure they were completely alphabetized, and that I pulled out the students that I'm gonna have conferences for today, and I just keep them in an individual pocket chart. These are only the students that I'm seeing today. When I'm done today, I will go back into the files and alphabetize them, and then pull out the ones for tomorrow. The one thing that is still not here, and I said in my last vlog, I will be printing out the STAR reports, which is Renaissance program. And the only reason why I didn't print them out is I just want them to be fresh. I did want to assess two students that were a little off on Monday, and I know they could do better, and so you kind of just gauge that, and so I'm gonna give them another opportunity this morning. And it's been so busy. Every morning there's been something different, like the big shakeout and just rotations and stuff like that, and I didn't want these two students to take it during those days. So today I think it's a really good day for them to just come in and take it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then print them out. And those I can just pull out and have there. The conference, I'm not even gonna file them all the way through, because that is one of the things I like, my number one thing that I really want to review. This I kind of created. I just Googled this pictures, guys. I'm not good at creating cute stuff, so I just Googled this, and then when I went ahead and put a conference record, I like to keep a record for myself, and what it is student's date, and then I want to know what parent came in to see or to the conference. And then I do this really to keep myself accountable for the things that I want to cover. And if you're a teacher, you know how fast it goes, and we only have 15-20 minutes. Really 15, because the next 5 minutes are transitioning in the new parent and saying our goodbyes to the other parent. So Anyway, what I really want to cover is progress report that I printed off of our grade book. And then this one is the one I was talking about, the assessment data, which is a Renaissance Place informational sheet, which covers STAR Math and STAR Reading. And then with that, I talked to them about their accelerated readers goals. So they are points, and that way they get a little bit more information and they can ask questions if need be. And then I will talk a little bit about the super improver wall. This is new this year for me and for these students as well. And I don't think I think one kindergarten teacher did it, but she didn't follow through, she told me. So this is the first year that they're consistently doing this in terms of behavior, because I don't take away points or anything like that, or I don't have a clip chart. And then also I want to discuss or any questions and concerns. Then we will write if there's something in a plan or something that the parent needs to do or I need to take care of, then I write it here, or any concerns that they have, and then I sign it, they sign it, and I keep it. If the parent asks me for a copy, what I do is I put a little stamp or I mark it somehow so that when conferences are all over by next Friday, then I go make a copy and then I'll send them in the red folder. And that's what I tell the parents. I'm not going to give it to you now. It's craziness. I can't do that. And if I had a printer in the classroom, that would have been like awesome, but I don't. So I just mark it that they want a copy of this as well. And then I will send them eventually with this child. So this is what I create every year. And last year looked a little different. I changed this, but other than that, like I did that. And then I created a welcome sign in. And what I'm going to do is, let me go ahead and cover this. So this is what I create for a sign-in. It's just so much easier. And the office sometimes provides a sign-in, and it's just craziness because the parent is trying to find the teeny little bitty name, and then sometimes they sign on the wrong line and whatever. This just makes it much easier for me. What I do is welcome, please sign in. I actually write what conference date it is. But this is the important part. I put the time and then the child that is assigned to this time schedule, and then I go ahead and have them sign and then tell me the relationship. And I just copied and pasted a clip art from Google. This is not mine. It's just, that's how I create stuff. And I have no intentions of ever creating a TPT store until maybe I'm retired or my kids are like 30 years old. I don't know, because it's just so many things going on. Watch me next year. But anyway, so that's what happens. And I have one of these for every day. So I have 4 days. And that's it, guys. That's all I do for parent teacher conferences. When the student and the child come in, I pull out my folder. I go ahead and welcome them in, sign in, and then we begin. And this stays in their folder for my record and their record. Now, this is a really good time also if you have students that you feel that are having a very hard time. Regardless, I will probably do intention of retention. I'm not sure what the form is called, but it's a retention form, just so that the parent is aware that it's a possibility. Most likely, and most of the time, it doesn't happen, but it kind of just, sometimes it does, but it kind of just puts that, not pressure, but that urgency, that sense of urgency that something needs to happen and things need to move faster. Now, a lot of the times, guilty, right here, we put crutches on our children and we're like, well, they're not able to. And it's not true. They're so much more independent. And if they're able to go on YouTube and if they're able to, go on all of these games, they should be able to log in into their program. So most of the time, and a lot of the things that I'm going to encounter today, most of it is, well, they're not able to log in fast enough to do AR quizzes. And that's going to be an issue, and I'm going to tell them, but this is them. I can log in. And they give up. So no matter how much literature I have tried to do, how much I talk to them about, not giving up, having a positive mindset, it's very difficult. And I know it's first grade, but you know what? They are more than capable of logging in and doing what they need to do. I'm not going to cater to them. I'm not logging in for them. And all of them know how to do it. They choose not to. They've been trained those first 3 weeks. I don't know if you recall how much I have talked about technology. Well, it took a while and it's worth it. Anyway, I'm going to get going. I'm going to go ahead and make sure all the kits are here that I need. I'm going to make sure I put this inside the folder so that it's ready to go. And then, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I know this is no excuse, but you know how like the beginning of the year is super hectic, and it doesn't apply now, but I realized last night, I didn't tell you that, I found out that 2 students, one of them did not turn in their student information sheet, and this is a blank one, so I can show you now. I know it's kind of hard to explain when you're not seeing it, but this is Pocket Full of Primary, and all I added was this part right here. But I bought this from her, and I absolutely love it. So it has the contact information, the birthday, and then academic information and student information. And this is just great to keep with you because you really don't know. Some parents really give you a lot of information that is absolutely critical for the student or for the teacher to know so that you can meet the students' academic needs and social needs. And just, not that we're psychologists, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like, there could be so many things going on at home that sometimes it's good information and it helps you just help the student grow grow better that year and make sure that they have a good growth in their academics. So anyway, that I don't think I ever did it my first year, but my second year, I just haven't stopped doing it since. Now, I created my own form, but again, a lot of the forms that Pocket Full Primary has, I created myself, but it doesn't look half as sharp. So she just, has a way of doing things so simple and professional that I love her way. And I have bought absolutely, I want to say half of her stuff on TPT I bought. So anyway, and this one I found for free at TPT. I'm not sure who the seller is, but yes, who the TPT person is, but I love it. It's just a PG movie permission slip. And I think it's just fine to have. I did say like we use it academically, and we use a lot of movies academically. It's been twice that I've used it. One, we came back from a field trip and we had like 45 minutes left. And really after a field trip, unless I took them outside, they were just not ready to learn or start any new lessons. So I just put on a movie and they sat down, they watched it. They were actually talking during the movie too, so it was fine. And then the other time was when they had to disperse to my class, 15 students. And I'm like, oh my gosh, there's no way I'm doing anything in here. And I just went ahead and put one up, but it wasn't PG at that time. But anyway, I just think it's necessary to have it. So anyway, those are like my 2 tips of the day, or 3 with the sign-in. And yeah, okay, I am 100% ready for parent-teacher conferences. I actually felt pretty ready by Tuesday of this week. But there were like little things here and there, like adding the sign-in sheet and stuff like that. Usually I'm doing that like right after school, the day of the parent-teacher conferences. We don't get the day off. We used to get like the day off, or not off, where the students didn't come to school, and then we will do parent conferences all day. But now the students come in, they're early release, and then we have conferences after. So I used to like just do it the last minute. Now I just felt like I'm ready. Hopefully I'm just too calm for this, so I hope everything goes well. It's a little scary how calm and relaxed I am. Maybe by the time the bell rings after school, then I'll start panicking a little bit. But for now, it is what it is. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get my computer set up ready for the morning. And if you haven't heard me say this before, what I do in the morning is they come in and automatically they put everything away, red folders, backpacks. If it's a Friday, it's homework. If it's a Monday, they know they need to come in ready for their pretest. So just they know their morning routine. Then and it changes throughout the week because we always have different stuff going on. And right after that, they sit at the rug, and automatically, like, the announcements come up. Like, it's just perfect timing. And then announcements come up. Then I have a monitor, and all I do is I turn on the Promethean board. The monitor goes and does the our Falcon pledge, our school pledge, our Pledge of Allegiance, and then he plays the what is it? The Star Spangled Banner. We do it in sign language as well. My kids learn how to do Star Spangled Banner sign language. And then if we have a flexible day, I actually add an extra song. Like, they love the continents. They already know their continents and their oceans through music, and or at least have memorized them. And then if not, or there's a digraph song that I love, they love singing to, we do one additional song. If not, then they know we stop, and then we go ahead and go to our normal day. So I'm going to go ahead and set up the computer for that. I also open my Connected to have it ready, or Go Math, whatever I decide to do that morning, because believe it or not, I still don't have a set schedule, just because that last hour of the day drains me to the core. Yesterday, for the first time, I did 100-mile at the end of the day, and it seemed to be, it was a good thing. It worked out, because we used to do it at our second recess, and when they came back, I had lost them completely. So we'll see if that works. They were a little weirded out yesterday, or not. I don't know what word to find. Like, they were like, what are we doing? Why are we coming back in? Why are we not doing 100-mile? We want to do 100-mile. I'm like, I don't think you guys have earned it. You know, we need to come back and work. Yesterday, I explained how yesterday, or the day before yesterday in this case, Tuesday, they had just lost it. Our writing activity at the end of the day just went down the drain, and I had to revive it yesterday morning, and we did pretty well. So mornings are amazing if you're a lower grade teacher, and you know that. I wish, like, that was one thing they would have told me before coming to this grade level, because it's taking me such a long, it's taking me such a long time to get adjusted to that. So I'm going to go ahead and stop talking. I said I was going to go on for 1 minute to show you these, and now it went, it always trails off somewhere else. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and set up the computer for that, and then I'll check in with you at recess. I have to go on because I'm just being evil right now. It's not evil. I'm just trying to get, like, my point across. Let me go ahead and close this, because I don't want it's our first recess, and it started like 7 minutes ago, and we're doing rotations because I wanted to do some small group mathematics, because I wanted to see where they were. In addition, since I've been doing whole group for the past week, and I haven't really checked in with them. I mean, I've like monitored, walked around and monitored the groups, but it's not the same as being in your small group environment. So we're doing rotations, and I asked them to clean up for the next group, and it was their recess time in like a minute or so when they were cleaning up. And it took them like almost, I want to say 8 minutes to realize that it was a recess time, and they had missed out on 8 minutes of the recess. And they were lined up to go to the next group. They didn't realize it was recess. But they couldn't stop talking because it's a short day, and they came back from October break last week. They think it's still their break, and I think that's why we're having such a difficult time just like getting into the groove. And this is such a difficult time because our district gives us October break, November break, December break, and then we don't get one until I don't know when next year. But this time they just feel like they're on vacation all the time. And so I'm sitting here and I'm having my yogurt. And I brewed my coffee, and then some of them were looking at me like, what does she think she's doing? Because usually, I mean, sometimes I brew a coffee like right before recess or lunch, so that it'll be ready by the time like I drop them off to lunch line or whatever. But they're like, okay, that's normal. But when they saw me like relaxing, going on my computer in Class Dojo and just eating my yogurt, some of them were like, wait, what? Why is she doing that? Like, she's not teaching us, she's not having us rotate. What's going on? And then finally they all get quiet. Someone says like, everyone quiet, like something's going on. And I say, okay guys, go ahead and enjoy your last 2 minutes of recess. Go ahead and walk out to recess. And everyone literally was at zero voice level, and they stepped out. They're like, what just happened? Like, we missed our recess because we were talking. I don't know what they're gonna tell me when they come in, but they left without saying a word. they were all shocked to the core that the recess had gone by. So recess is over like about a minute. So I just had to tell you this story because I thought it was funny that they didn't say anything. I always said it was like, oh, your recess is gone, but I'm having my recess. Check in with you later. All right, I'm taking a quick break, and I have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 conferences, 1 no show. Well, I think 2 because the other one's not showing up now. And unfortunately, I haven't had time for lunch, but the truth is that I did have a break, like a 40-minute break in between, but one of the conferences run much longer and it was needed. So no complaints. I'm still pumped. Haven't been nervous. I'm just very happy with the documents I had in there. I didn't need more. I didn't need any less. It's just very, very functional. I'm letting the natural light come in from the sun. So I know it's a little bit dark, but it's just amazing. I needed that. Oh, the computer just turned on. I needed that just because I needed to relax for a little bit before the next parent comes in. I have another one at 4 o'clock and it's currently 2 minutes till 4. So I'm really, really happy that everything has gone well. I'm not as exhausted as I think I would be. I have a couple more conferences and then I'm heading home. So I'm going to go ahead and check out now and I will check in with you tomorrow. Good morning. It is Friday and I am very excited. I mean, who doesn't get excited on a Friday? I want to preface you by saying that I am running on slow-mo today and I'm not usually I'm not like my usual peppy self. I am really happy. I am super relaxed, but I don't know what's going on. I have been on a kick with Egg White Delight from McDonald's and just coffee from there. I absolutely love it, as if I didn't say that before. And so I just had breakfast and I left yesterday without filing the students' information. They're all sitting on my desk and I have to file them. I have to pull out the new conferences. There were 2 no-shows, one of which will be coming in like 35 minutes or so. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready for that. I just want to make sure I have filed everything. I mean, it's ready. I just drives me crazy to know that those files are not back, to be honest. And I should have done it yesterday. But when I left at 6:30, I was just very exhausted. Because after my conferences, I went to talk to one of my colleagues because we share siblings. And I just wanted to go to dig in a little bit more on the situation and what she has heard from parents because I have been having trouble communicating with them. So I just wanted to make sure if there was something else that I needed to know. So that took a while, you know, once you start talking, especially me, I don't stop. So I'm going to go ahead and check in with you later. I'm feeling super relaxed. I didn't really have a lot of sleep, but I'm feeling relaxed this week. It's just the weirdest thing. Like, I'm usually not this relaxed during parent-teacher conference week. And I just think I feel so comfortable in my room. I feel so comfortable in this grade level that I just feel really confident. I always felt like something was missing in 4th grade. Like, I needed to do more, that I wasn't meeting expectations. And although I've heard the total opposite from parents all the time, from administration, from my colleagues, from the students, I never felt like I quite fit in there. And right now I'm just feeling really happy, very relaxed. I'm going in slow motion again. But I'm going to go ahead and get that done. I heard an email, so I'm going to go check out what that is about. And I'll check in with you during my first recess or just after my conference to let you know how it went. Okay, it's our first recess and conference. The parent made it in late, so I didn't have time to prep, so it just made me feel like I'm behind. But it's okay. I want to show you something. That's the reason why I came on. Because there's a parent in my class who takes their child to the county library and she sends her child with books so that we can do read alouds. But not only that, she actually puts this in there, which actually has the quiz number, the book level, and the points that they will earn when they take a quiz. I just think it's like amazing because it saves me so much time. And these are like books that we have read and she has actually given throughout the week. So it saves me so much time because I'm just gonna be honest, I haven't had the time to put the level and the quiz number on them. And in first grade, I didn't realize how important it was to have that quiz number, just because it's so hard for them to type in the whole title. By the time they start the quiz, it's super like late, and then we have to transition to something else. So it just takes forever. Have I taught them how to like input the title? Sure, but the quiz number helps a lot. So this parent is amazing, and I'm gonna go ahead and give her a shout out on Dojo because I think she so deserves it. Also, I went on Class Dojo and I was doing a quick lesson or review lesson for them before they did their spelling test, and we're doing the EA and how when vowels are together. You know what? Let me insert the video now so that you can see. It's hilarious. So let me go ahead and insert the video. Parents, I have to let you in on a lesson that I'm doing with the kids, and we're going over the vowels and how when two vowels are together, the first one says its name. So I'm telling them it's kind of like when the parents are like working really hard and making dinner, cleaning the house, and they're kind of Netflix. They're doing nothing. So it goes head, ed. And then I asked them, I'm like, so tell me who never helps their parents? And I'm gonna ask them one more time because you have to see this. So raise your hand if you never help your parents. They said that they're the A. They just sit there watching Netflix and they don't make a sound. And the cool thing about it is that the class just had a lot of fun. When you relate things like that, they just have like a lot of fun, and it was a really good review lesson. And then we took a quiz, and it's been, morning of assessments, and we did a couple of songs just to get them, relax and not to worry about things. It was a very complicated test. The spelling quizzes are getting harder, and for the most part, like 60% of my class, it's difficult. So anyway, that's that. I'm gonna go ahead and when they come back, do another read aloud, and then we're gonna take some quizzes, and that's going to take us probably until lunchtime. They come back from lunch and we only get half an hour, and then it's dismissal and parent teacher conferences back to back. So I don't know when will be the next time I can check in with you, but for now I have to let you go because I have to run to the restroom. I'm really happy with the turnout today. All of my parents showed up. I'm very tired, but I'm really happy, and I didn't get nervous. My parents are amazing. I love them. Wait, I did have one no-show, but you know what? It is what it is. I'm really excited with everything. I am so glad that you were able to stick with me today, and I hope that throughout this vlog, you were able to learn something new, or that I can help you have better conferences if you haven't already, or maybe for next conferences, you have new ideas. For now, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna go ahead and close this vlog, and I'll check in with you guys next week. Have a blessed day and take care.